Marilyn. Sorry I'm sat down because I've got a bad back, but I was involved in 84-85 strike. I joined Women Against Pit Closures. My husband worked at Orgreave and Treaton, and I was just an housewife for it. And then my husband came home and he said, we're going on strike. He said, you can either stop with me or you can take kids to your mother, to your mother's. I said, right. So I stuck by him for 12 months and I joined Women Against Pit Closures. And the things I got up to, I would never ever thought. But anyway, he's since passed away last year, bless him. And he's still with me with all these minus things and everything. But we went in 92-93, they were going to close another 10 more pits. There were 10 top pits. So 7 pits were earmarked for pit camps, and I went to our main pit camps. And these is where the pictures are from. We had a caravan and a brazier, and we sat outside the brazier. These was all kids sat outside, and there's some more when he's put them on. Oh, where's he gone? He's disappeared.
Yeah, I mean,
That was a number of pits that were actually closed. Yeah, this is the number of pits that were actually closed. This. Well, that's me in my first story. And then we did another one afterwards. This is outside the brazier when we used to come with old lads and make the teas and stuff, and it was brilliant. We had all the kids with all the banners, and they were drawing and colouring in that, and books and that, and men were there, and it were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And this is the balloon that we went up in. We put names in a hat to see who could go up in the balloon. I went, oh, please don't let me go up. I won't go up there. I didn't go down there, so I won't go up there. And that was the day that we went up in the balloon. Oh, this is the banner, and we also did a book. I think it's on the table at back there. You Can't Kill the Spirit. And that was my spirit that day. Yeah. Thanks ever so much anyway.
do you want to mention that one?
Which is that?
Right, the last slide is, I mean, it is a thing of, you know, one strike at one point may have been defeated supposedly, but it is about the spirit lives on. And the inspiration for this camp, I think, was from Caroline and Fliss, who had been on the Houghton Main pit camp and various of the other pit camps. And this was the idea when there were so many things being done for Palestine, and Lena and Saha were inspired hearing Caroline and Fliss, who have been involved with the Palestine Solidarity Campaign forever in Sheffield, and they decided that they would set up camp for a week outside the Sheffield Town Hall. And Lena actually went, you probably know about this, I mean, we've talked about the media and things not being reported, but this did actually make some of the papers, and it certainly made the Morning Star and various other left-wing papers. It was epic, because they were there 24/7. And this word, which has been used a lot, this adjective to describe what went on in the miners' strike, was this absolute steadfastness and creativity and whatever. But the idea that you'll keep going, that whatever, you know, of course you're going to suffer pushbacks, because this government has the military power, it handles all the state institutions, the repression. So inevitably, you know, the fight is a very uphill fight. But Lena and Saha were absolutely amazing. And the actual solidarity then, and a lot of the women who'd been involved in the pit camp, I'd been involved in the 84-85 strike, solidarity, with Women Against Pit Closures. We are women, we are strong. and they were fantastic, because if they were there 24/7, you think of it, the 24 hours were broken up into 4-hour slots, and there was always 3 or 4 people, and a lot of them women, who were supporting, who were there right through. So if you think of the numbers, if you multiply that, 4-hour slots on a 24-hour day, on a 7-day week, it was incredible, the kind of solidarity that was shown. And this has come out. I mean, it's been amazing today just hearing all the links with all the other kind of campaigns and the things you did as well during 84 and 85 and in 93 about going to visit other people who were taking action of various different sorts. It's really impressive. So that thread runs right through it. It never dies, does it?
No, never.
It can't die, because as long as the state is repressing you, there will be resistance. And there may be some kind of arguments about how that resistance is conducted, but I think, as somebody said, maybe a huge kind of open meeting like this is not the best time to air one's differences. Those could be hammered out, maybe kind of in more kind of comradely and smaller groups. But Lena and Saha, Lena actually from the Monday to the Friday for 5 days went on hunger strike. And she kept saying on the town hall steps, and every time she was making any kind of speeches and she was called upon, she was just saying, there can be no normal now. You can't just get up in the morning and have a cup of tea and get the kids ready for school. This is not normal. And in fact, I mean, it's exacerbated. I mean, it is horrific what is happening in Palestine. But in a sense, no day is normal. No day is normal under this kind of state, neoliberal type of society that we live in. It's a killer. And this was absolutely resolute, the thing that the camp that the 2 women did. And they actually did another